Hello and welcome to Beginning Algebra. The purpose of this video is to go over some of the features of Canvas that you will need for this course and then discuss the syllabus for this course. So let's get started with Canvas. If you've never used Canvas before, it's pretty easy. Feel free to click on anything at any time. You're not going to break anything by doing so. Down the left side, the most things that you're likely to need will be the courses button and or dashboard. Of course, account is how you log out. The next column over, the things that you'll most often need for our course at least will be modules. Of course, modules is the section that is showing as soon as you log into Canvas. If you scroll down further, you can see links to things like the library, student services, software needs. You won't need that for our class. And then, like I said, feel free to explore anything else down here that you like. For our purposes, the part that you'll need the most is right here in the center. The first block that you are going to see is the syllabus and getting started block. One thing that you'll notice as you work through Canvas is that all of the menus have this kind of triangle to their left. If the triangle is pointed to the right, like it is now, that means that it's a menu that will open if you click on the little triangle. And notice that that created some content below where it said syllabus and getting started. And also notice that the triangle is pointed downward now. So it's open, now it's closed, now it's open again. Okay, so that's how all of those work. So there's a few things here for us to take a look at. The first thing that we want to do is take a look at what's in here. Of course, introduction, start here. That's the video you're watching right now. Syllabus, this document we'll look at here in a minute. The software that we're going to be doing our math with in this course is called My Open Math. And as part of creating your account for that software, you'll need a course ID. And that's right here. It's 155527. Okay, there's a video on how to work with My Open Math that is shown here. A PDF document that will help you create your My Open Math account. And then finally, a link to My Open Math. And that's everything that is in this block. So we're going to take a look at the syllabus next. You can either download it or just view it online. I chose to download it so that it would be bigger. Okay, as I said, this is Math 54, which is beginning algebra. This is fall 2022. I'm the instructor, Dan Kleinfelter. My email address is here as shown. I check my email every day during the week. If you email me, it will be helpful if you put Math 54 in the subject line and your name somewhere in the email. That'll help me get back to you more quickly. Okay, I have an office on the Palm Desert campus in MSTC 246E. And phone number there, although email is actually best to reach me, but there is a phone number there if you like. I have office hours Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 11 to 12 in MSTC 246E. And those are in person. Okay, we also have on Fridays 11 to 12 on Zoom. I'll show you where the link to access that is. So you're welcome to come see me in person in MSTC 246E or also on Zoom. The times, regardless, are 11 to 12, Monday through Thursday in person, and then Friday online. Okay, the purpose of the course, you can read through the section here where it says course content. Basically, this is a first course in algebra. We'll start with a review of some arithmetic stuff involving fractions and decimals, and get into working with expressions and equations. As far as graphs go, we'll graph straight lines. We won't be graphing anything curved like parabolas or hyperbolas or anything like that. So graphing straight lines, we'll finish the course by solving some quadratic equations using the quadratic formula, if that means anything to you. If not, that's okay. By the end, you will. The kind of closest corresponding high school course to this one would be kind of like Algebra 1, although there isn't a perfect correspondence between the two. Where this course fits into the scheme of things as far as COD goes, this is Math 54. After this, you would take either Math 45 or 49, which are our two different intermediate algebra classes, and those classes are what you need to take in order to get an associate's degree. And then after that, you would take a transfer level course if transferring is in your plans. Okay, so this course basically 2 levels below transfer level, 1 level below associate degree level. Okay, and then, like I said, you can read through the description here to see what exactly is covered. Although I don't expect much of this to be familiar to you. If it is, great. If not, that's okay. We will get to it when we get to it. Okay, prerequisite for the course, basically the official prerequisite is a C or higher in Math 60 or equivalent. That's basically pre-algebra. For the most part, you need a good working knowledge of arithmetic. Need to know your multiplication tables, working with positive and negative numbers should be pretty familiar to you, although we'll review a little of that. When you find holes in your prerequisite knowledge, like there was something you used to know how to do but you forgot, you want to get help with that either on your own or from me or in the tutoring center. Okay. The time commitment for the class, here it says you'll probably need to spend at least 10 hours per week in this class aside from the time spent in class. Of course, this is an online class, so what's in class? By in class, what is meant here is reading and watching videos for the class. So that is our lecture time. And so aside from that, you'll need probably about 10 hours a week to get the assignments done and study and so forth. Of course, that will vary. That's going to depend on you and what your background is and how recently you've taken a math course and what part of the course we are in. Some stuff is just easier than other stuff. Okay, the point or the big takeaway there is that if you are not doing any work you're not doing any work for the class and not getting the grade you want, then you should do more work. And if you're putting in a lot of time and not seeing the results that you expect, then you should be in touch with me and we'll see if we can figure out why that is. Okay, format for the class. The class is online, of course, and it's also asynchronous, meaning that there are no live lectures. You don't have to log in on Tuesday at 9:30 or whatever. There's no set time you have to be online. The lectures are all pre-recorded and posted on Canvas. I'll show you where you'll find those. And so you'll log in, watch videos, and then do the corresponding assignments. And it's mostly or semi-self-paced in that you can work at your own pace as long as you meet the deadlines for the assignments. The coursework, as I'd mentioned earlier, is going to be completed using My Open Math. We'll need also a course ID, a course code, which is 155527. For this course. Okay, there's no cost for My Open Math. It is free software. Okay, the textbook is also free. It's OpenStax Intermediate Algebra, the second edition. And I'll show you where you can view that online. If you want to get a hard copy of the textbook, you can. Some people prefer to read out of a physical textbook. Other people, it doesn't matter, and they're fine reading off the screen. Totally up to you. It doesn't make any difference whether you have a paper copy of the book or not. In fact, a lot of the time, any intermediate or beginning algebra book will do. So if you happen to have one or access to one through the library or a used bookstore, then that will do also because a lot of books cover the same things. Okay, we won't be using calculators in this class. You won't really need them here. There may be occasions where you will find it useful to help check your work, but I would recommend not getting dependent on the use of a calculator. Okay, how the grading is done. Over the course of the semester, we'll have 3 exams worth 14% of your grade each, and that will total 42% of your grade. We'll have lab assignments and homework, which are relatively similar to each other. The lab assignments are worth 20% of your grade, 15% of your grade is homework. And all of that is going to be on My Open Math. Participation, 3% of your grade, and then a comprehensive final on our last day, which will be 20% of your grade. You should know that there is no makeups for missed work. You want to make sure to keep track of deadlines. I'll show you in the introduction to my Open Math video where you'll see all the deadlines for the course. But also you may want to either use or keep a separate calendar for due dates for this course, or at least a calendar for school so that you don't miss due dates. Okay. Exams will be scheduled a week in advance and generally will occur Thursday mornings. That's just to try to be organized on my part. You'll have at least 1 week's notice that an exam is coming. Typically, the way that we'll have it work is you'll have 90 minutes to take the test within a 2 to 4 hour time window. So, for example, I may schedule the test to be available from 8 a.m. to noon, for example, and then you can log in anytime during that time and complete the 90-minute test. So if it works for you, you could work on it from 8 to 9:30. You could start at 10, work till 11:30. You could start at 10:30 and work till 12. You have to do it all at once, though, so you can't log in at 8, work on it till 8:30, and then come back to it 11 and work till 12. Once you start it, you have to finish it. That is, the clock starts as soon as you start, but you can do it. You can begin anytime between 8 and you'd want to start by 10:30 to have the full time. Please note that for the tests, although you get 90 minutes, if the time frame is from 8 until 12, if you log in at 11:45, you're going to have 15 minutes to take the test. It won't just roll past the due time. Okay. If that time frame of like 8 to 12 is going to be a hardship for you, then contact me and let me know, and we'll talk about it. Okay. We'll have a final exam on Thursday, the 15th. For that, you'll have a 4-hour time window and 2 hours to complete the final exam. None of the exams, including the final, can be taken early or late. If you miss one of those tests, I'll replace that exam score with whatever you earn on the final. But only, you do need to send me an email or call and leave a voicemail if you like, before the missed test. Only one exam score can be replaced in this way. A second one is going to count as a 0. There's no makeups for the final. If you miss the final, you're kind of out of luck. So make sure to set aside time on your calendar now, December 15th, so that you don't miss that. Okay. Your grade in the course is pretty much typical 90, 80, 70, 60 scale. COD doesn't do plus minus grading, so that's A's, B's, C's, D's, and F's. Your grade is determined by your combined overall percentage, as we'd seen back here. The 3 exams, lab assignments, homework, participation, and the final contribute towards your grade. There's no extra credit in this course, so you want to do your best the first time. No credit is given for things like needing to transfer, graduate, having taken the class before, scholarships, being an international student, athlete, sick family members, car trouble, or anything like that. I don't feel like it's fair to give people a boost or any kind of special treatment based on exterior factors like that. I just don't think it's fair. So everyone is graded in the same fair manner. Okay. As I'd said, do your best the first time. It's difficult to catch up in math once you're behind, so try not to miss assignments. Try to do as well as you can from the beginning. Your attendance isn't used in computing your grade. However, students who attend class tend to do better in class and receive a higher grade. By attend here in an online class, what I mean is log into Canvas, watch the videos, log into my Open Math, complete the work. You may be dropped from the class if you don't do work in my Open Math for 4 or more consecutive days without contacting me. If you have something coming up that is going to mean that you'll be unable to do the work for a time, just be in contact, send me an email and let me know. Typically, if people just kind of disappear, I am concerned that you won't come back, and that's why you will end up getting dropped from the class. Okay, if you have questions about the attendance, like anything else, let me know. Students with disabilities, read through the paragraph there, let me know, and also let DSPS know. Classroom conduct. Aside from the student code of conduct in the catalog, there's really only one rule. Be honest in your work and civil and courteous to one another. If we have discussion forums, be polite, use academic appropriate language. If a couple of you are in my office hours, we'll take turns asking and answering questions. So it's pretty straightforward. Don't cheat. Consequences for cheating are in the catalog. Student learning outcomes are basically a almost everyday language explanation of what the course covers. You can read through that. If you have any questions on it, let me know. Okay, that takes us to the end of the syllabus, describing the grading and what you need for the class, things of that sort. If you have any questions on the syllabus, let me know. Okay, going back to Canvas then, how did we get to where we just were? We were in the syllabus and getting started block. The introduction start here video is the one you're watching right now. The syllabus was the document we just saw a minute ago. The MyOpenMath course ID you're going to need to create your MyOpenMath account. Your next step after finishing this video will probably be to either play around with Canvas or watch this introduction to MyOpenMath video. From there, you'll want to look at this myopenmathinfo.pdf document, which will help you create the account. And then this is just a link to MyOpenMath. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to mention, office hours. As I'd mentioned in the syllabus, my in-person office hours are Monday through Thursday from 11 to 12 in Palm Desert. I do have one office hour online per week, and that is on Fridays from 11 till 12, and that's on Zoom. And so you can click on this link here, and I'll be there, and I can help you out. On the off chance I need to move or reschedule this office hour, I'll send you a message, and I'll let you know. Okay. Helpful information. These are some handouts which are intended to be helpful, of course, dealing with things like test preparation or test anxiety and things of that sort. Read through that. Let me know if you find it to be helpful or not helpful, right? There's also a intermediate algebra textbook in Spanish. Intermediate algebra will be the class after this, and this is in Spanish, but you may find that helpful. Okay. All right, so that's the end of the helpful information. And then down below that, you'll see the last module for now is Chapter 1 lectures. And right now there's none in there because I haven't done them yet. But you'll see the lectures here. You can click on the videos and watch them. And then from there, go to the MyOpenMath assignments. So the workflow basically for the course, like I said, you'll scroll down to the bottom here in Canvas, you'll find the lecture videos, watch them, and then go on MyOpenMath and do the assignments from there. Okay, that takes us to the end of this video, just describing the basics of the course. Let me know if you have any questions on that, and welcome to the course, and have a great day.